All right, so we are back again this week for our next draft. Tonight's draft is going to be a movies draft. We're going to basically pick several categories. So we've got family sports as a category, comedy, action thriller, drama suspense, horror sci-fi, and then since it's December, might as well go with Christmas movies as our final category. Before we jump in, last week we did a Thanksgiving meal draft, and it was a very tight race. Krista ends up pulling off the win by 1 vote, so congrats to her if she's there with you, Ricky. And then I got second place. Ricky unfortunately got 0 votes. It was pretty poor performance, to say the least. So, Hunter, you only had 1 vote, so not much better.
Yeah.
All right. So, like I said, tonight's draft is movies. So, some of these are probably going to get the drama suspense category is very sort of action thriller. So some of these may be iffy, but we'll go with it anyway. So if there is a reason to vote against someone picking a category, it does require 2 votes to veto it. So,
Well, if it's anything like our fantasy football draft or our league, it'll be wild, crazy. So
yeah,
those vetoes.
All right, so Tate, you are up. You got the first pick. Oh, let me go over the draft order. So Tate is first. Chase, who's our guest tonight. Chase, thanks for joining us, is second. Ricky is third. Hunter fourth, and then I am fifth. So those are our picks for tonight. So Tate, you are on the board.
All right, on the clock. Man, it's tough going first in this one because I'd struggle with trying to figure out which category I want to go with, but I'm gonna go ahead and just knock this one out. There's so many like family and sports movies that are good that I've seen, and especially sports movies. Those are some of my favorite movies, in fact. But for this one, I'm gonna kick it back old school, and I'm gonna go with one of, if not the greatest sports movie of all time, and I'm gonna go with Space Jam.
Oh man!
So I'm going to go with Space Jam. I know everybody here in this draft room right now, we've all seen it. We all love it. We've all probably seen it multiple times, and it's been passed down to, I know, like our kids, like Brantley loves it. So it's just a classic, good sports movie that is family friendly. And so that will be my first pick.
Nice. Old Peach Milkshake came through with the clutch on that first pick.
No, I don't think so, man. I don't think so.
That's solid.
Yeah, it's a good pick. I didn't think it would go first overall, but I definitely thought it would get picked. So.
Oh no, it's a fantastic. Ricky's already. I'm gonna go ahead and announce Ricky's pick. He's already gonna pick Space Jam 2, and it ain't even out yet just because it's got LeBron in it.
That's right. Yeah. Go ahead and put me in there.
All right, good pick. All right, so Space Jam off the board. Chase, you are up next with the second pick.
All right, guys. Thanks for having me again. For my pick, I'm going to go action, and I'm going to go ahead and knock off John Wick.
All right.
John Wick.
Yeah, great action throughout the whole movies. Great series, great trilogy. They're going to keep going with them, so go ahead and take that for my action.
That was actually on my list, so that's a good pick.
Yeah, I have not seen the movie, but I know a lot of people, really like it.
I've seen bits and pieces of it. Yeah, it's super good. I've just never been able to catch the whole thing together.
Yeah, it's really good. All 3 of them.
Oh, yeah, they're great.
Like, there's not one
heard,
better than the other, I don't think. I just think they're all great.
All right, good pick there, John Wick. So that would be an action thriller, right? Or is that?
Yeah.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I'm gonna
All
take
right,
that in my
Ricky, you're up
action.
next, the third pick here.
Okay. Honestly, I can start out with any category here. I'm just going to kind of go with what I'm thinking. I'm going to start off with action here. In my opinion, this could probably go to drama as well, maybe, but I think it's more action than anything. One of my all-time favorite movies, especially if you're a fan of superheroes. Got to go with The Dark Knight.
Oh, God.
The performance that Heath Ledger put in as the Joker is best acting jobs you'll ever see. Just that entire movie from start to finish, just so I could watch it. I mean, it just never gets old. So The Dark Knight from action.
So
Great
good,
pick.
so good.
On my
Good
list.
pick. That was definitely on my list.
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, that's a really, really good pick. Definitely, that was like I said, top of my list. So yeah, can't go wrong with The Dark Knight. All right, good pick. Hunter, you're up next.
All right, well, I'm going to go comedy for my first pick. Guys, when I think of a comedy movie, this is the top-notch, top-level, you can't beat Dumb and Dumber.
Ah!
You can't beat it, period. Best comedy movie of all time. And I had 2 or 3 comedies ready to go because there's a couple that rank high up there, and they'll probably either get mentioned or I'll definitely bring them back up in the honorable mentions. But Dumb and Dumber, Jim Carrey, phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal.
Oh, yeah.
So I will go with Dumb and Dumber as my 4th overall pick.
All right, favorite quote from the movie.
Where do you even start?
You want to hear the most
He
annoying
said, "Do you
sound in the
love me?"
world?
And I said, "No, but that's a real nice ski mask."
Right away, like you think about like, what's the guy's name? It's on the briefcase. What's
Yeah, oh, yeah,
Samsonite. I was looking for
the pet's head's falling off part. I love that one too.
Oh, yeah.
We've got no food. We've got no water.
Yeah, that's a good one. That was top of my list for comedy. So
Yep, mine too.
Oh,
All right,
Ricky,
so-
what's the soup du jour?
That sounds good. I'll have that.
Oh, it's so good. We could quote that all night. All right, so I'm gonna go family / sports movies first. So this one probably has a little bit of sentimental value to me because this is the first movie I went to my son to. Now this is a series, so I'm gonna pick the whole series. I'll tell you which one is my favorite, but I'm gonna go with Toy Story, family movie.
That was
So
on my list.
I took CJ to see Toy Story 4 last year when it first came out, his first movie. But I mean, going back to 95 to the original, I still think it's between 1 and 3 as the best. I'm not a big Disney fan. I don't see a lot of the movies, but Toy Story to me, I think is the best Pixar Disney movie.
Yeah, that's good.
And so good. And it's just, there's CJ, he's got a lot of Toy Story toys and things like that. And it's just, I don't know, just sentimental, but also just a very good movie. So.
And 2, I think Toy Story set the stage because I don't think if you don't have Toy Story, you would have others. But like Toy Story started what we know as Finding Nemo, all these other Pixar movies and DreamWorks movies and all that stuff. I mean, Toy Story started all that stuff.
Yeah.
So I agree. I agree completely.
If you don't have Toy Story, you don't have Small Soldiers. And,
Exactly. Yeah. Small Soldiers.
And Small Soldiers is a classic.
Yes. Agree. Love Small
Yeah,
Soldiers.
I personally think the third one was the best, though.
Oh yeah, the third one as an adult gets me teary-eyed, so I'll just be honest. It's good. So, all right. So Toy Story is my first pick. Second pick, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go drama movies. So this movie I saw. I don't go to the theater very often. I may go see one movie a year, if that. And I'm just not a big movie buff in general. But I went and saw this movie when it came out, and it was phenomenal. Very, very good movie. I'm going to go with A Star is Born as my drama movie. So it was – I didn't know if I was going to like it or not, but Bradley Cooper was phenomenal in it. Just the whole storyline is very good. I won't give any spoilers away, but definitely a very good movie to go see if you haven't seen it. It's a little cheesy at points, but I definitely think it's –
That soundtrack is amazing.
Amazing soundtrack. Agree.
Oh, yeah. Soundtrack is great. Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie, it was number 1 on my list for dramas. So
I'm not gonna lie, I've never seen it or heard
Oh, you got to go see it.
Bro, you gotta see
it's
it.
great.
Yeah, so that one is going to be my pick under drama. All right, Hunter, you're back on the board. You've got Dumb and Dumber as your first pick.
All right, let's see. Yeah, Dumb and Dumber is definitely my first pick. I'm going to go I'm going to go ahead and knock out my Christmas movie now. My Christmas movie. I mean, this is right there. Yeah, of course you do. I mean, you go now. I'll be honest. I think I'm going to go a different area than what you think because
Okay.
I love a couple different Christmas movies. They're all going to get mentioned, but I'm going to go ahead and take the best one off the board right away. National Lampoon Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
You have to go. You have to go National Lampoon Christmas Vacation. Chevy Chase. I mean, you can watch it 1,000 times and it never gets old. And I've got a couple of Christmas movies that I'm like that with, but the top one is National Lampoon Christmas Vacation.
Good
Yeah,
pick.
I figured that would be the top movie pick. I
Yeah.
personally don't like the movie. I know I am in the minority. I know I'm probably going to lose the draft for just saying that, but it is. I don't know. I mean, it's got some funny parts, but I know people like love the movie, but for me, it's not one of my favorites. But I mean, it's a great pick. I mean, most people do love it. So.
Yeah, fantastic movie.
Drive Alex out to the middle of nowhere, leave him for dead.
All right, good pick. All right, Ricky, you are up next. You got The Dark Knight in the first round.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go the sports category here. Go ahead and get this out of the way. This is without a doubt my favorite sports movie of all time. I feel like if you're somebody out there that's not seen this movie, like what's wrong with you? Because it's literally this entire story is amazing. Denzel Washington is one of my all-time favorites. Got to go Remember the Titans.
Yeah.
All-time classic.
Definitely on multiple lists, I'm
Yeah,
sure.
good pick.
Yeah. The I've not seen it in a long time, but I was kind of thinking about that movie today. Like it's definitely one I want to go back and rewatch because it's been a while. I don't remember the kind of the main storyline, but there was but I definitely want to go back and see it because it's been a while. Yeah, definitely. I think I would think probably the best sports movie, like purely sports. Not Space Jam is great too. That Tate picked earlier, but as far as like a real sports movie, I think there's probably one other movie that comes to mind, maybe two, but it's top of the list. So yeah, good.
Did you hear that, Tate? He's calling your movie not a real sports movie.
I mean, it's a car.
Definitely a real sports movie. So
No, it falls in the
Michael Jordan had to beat the Monstars last second shot. I mean, it's insane.
Right?
Insane.
Yeah.
And when you hear I Believe I Can Fly and see that little 8-year-old dunk, well, you know he dunked. It don't show it, but you know the
Hey,
8-year-old
you're
dunked.
talking about tearing up in some of these other movies. I tear up in Space Jam.
Exactly.
This,
All right, good deal.
I'd let Lola plant one on me any day.
I got that right.
All right, Chase, you're up next. So you got John Wick in your first round. What's going to be your second round pick?
I'm gonna go ahead and knock out my sci-fi. Him talking about Denzel, reminded me Matthew McConaughey is one of my, more liked actors. So I'm gonna have to go Interstellar for sci-fi.
All right, yep.
Just the in-depth search for, different space and time, interacting with each other. It's just a great film. So I'm gonna have to go ahead and knock that one off the list.
Good
Yeah.
pick.
Yeah, definitely a good pick. I know I've not seen it, but I have wanted to see it. So it's one of those ones that are on my list that I want to go see. So yeah, good.
It's good. It's a mantra, but it's a good movie.
Ricky, have you seen it?
I've seen bits and pieces. I've not seen the whole thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. All right, good pick. All right, Tate, you got 2 picks here. You got Space Jam in the first round, so 2 picks back to back here.
All right. So I've got, every Christmas movie that's picked probably is going to be a good one. So I'm gonna hold off on Christmas. And my action and thriller movies, I think that's where I'm going to go with this next pick. I've got some really good ones on here that I want to go with. I know a couple of them wouldn't be popular for the voters, but if it doesn't get picked,
How
I'll
about Peach Milkshake again?
It's
not
Milkshake.
really, 'cause it's a super popular movie, but it's just not. I don't know. You either love it or hate it. But for this one, for my action one, when you think of, early action movies, this was kind of this is the Toy Story of action movies, and I'm gonna go with Jurassic Park. Action movie. They're still making movies based off the original movie. People still love them. They're still some of the most popular movies when they come out. Being a kid and seeing the dinosaurs and seeing like how realistic they looked, you know, in that movie. It was just a great overall movie, great acting throughout the movie. And the fact that it's just one of the most, you know, I mean, everybody knows it. So, I mean, Spielberg just, you know, did a great job with that. And the new ones continue to be great too. So Jurassic Park for my action slash thriller.
Yeah,
Definitely
good
a
pick.
great pick. You know, they're coming out with a new one like next year.
Yeah. I can't wait. I
Cannot
love it.
wait. I
I've
love
not
Jurassic
seen the
Park.
most recent one. Was it Jurassic World?
Yeah.
I've
Yes.
seen that one, but yeah, the original Jurassic Park was amazing.
Yeah.
I don't remember how old I was, but I was younger.
Tate, what's your least favorite Jurassic Park movie?
Probably the second one.
Same. Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
I mean, I still liked it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But, you know, I mean, I love Jeff Goldblum too. Like, I think he did a good job in the movie, but it was probably
It
my
was
least-
like it was like more about. I mean, he was in that movie. He was like the main star in that whole movie and stuff
Yeah.
like that. So, but yeah, I'm with you.
All right, good pick. All right, you got your second pick here.
All right, and I'm gonna go with my comedy next. And again, this is so tough because I've got like 3 right here that I really want to say. And I know one pick would be more popular with the voters, but I'm gonna go with what my heart tells me, and it's probably my most quoted movie of all time, and especially throughout high school. It was just something that we always quoted. It was a lot of fun. I still quote it to this day, and probably one of Will Ferrell's best performances ever. It's going to be Anchorman.
Dang it!
Oh, that's a good pick. That's not the one I thought you was going with, though.
Fantastic pick.
Yeah, I didn't think you were going with that one either. But yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
pick.
yeah.
I loved
Yeah.
Anchorman.
I thought you were going somewhere else too, and I'll wait to
Yeah.
see if anybody says it or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking another one too.
I know which one you all are thinking of, and that was the one I was going to say would be more popular with the voters.
I
But
got
Anchorman to me, like I could just quote a lot of lines from that movie, and it was just it was a kind of a sentimental pick because we just always used to quote it.
By the way, Brad said Fallen Kingdom was the worst Jurassic Park movie.
It was probably its second worst for me.
Who said that?
Brad Miller.
Yeah,
And he said
I-
what now?
He said Fallen
Fallen Kingdom.
Kingdom was the worst.
No, not worse than Jurassic than Lost World.
All right, Chase, you are up next with your third pick here. So you've got John Wick and Interstellar so far.
I'm gonna go ahead and knock my comedy off as well. I'm gonna take a different take on comedy than probably what most of you all will take. I'm a big fan of, dry, dark comedy. So I'm gonna have to go with Fargo. Big fan of the Coen brothers.
Okay.
So that'll probably be, that's what I'm gonna use, for comedy.
I've never seen Fargo.
I
I
haven't
haven't either.
I haven't either.
This may be the peach milkshake pick right here. It might be amazing, but no one, yeah. No, but like I said, I'm not seen it personally. I mean, I've heard of it, but I've not seen it. But I'm sure there'll be a lot of people who are big fans of it, though. All right, good pick. All right, Ricky, you're up next.
All right, I'm gonna go the drama category, which honestly this could follow, I guess, into the family category too. But I think it's definitely classified as a drama as well. This would definitely go down into my top 5 movies of all time. I feel like this is one that's very well known with everybody out there. Again, it's one of the greatest of all time actors is in the movie, Forrest Gump.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I didn't even think about Forrest.
I didn't even think that didn't cross my mind at all.
All time classic. So
So you're putting that
Okay.
under drama, right?
yeah, I'm gonna use that as a drama category. Yeah.
I had that under comedy.
See, and I feel like you can do that in family. Like there's 2 or 3 different categories there. So
Yeah. There's
Yeah,
a
I
couple
agree.
of these like drama, thriller, sci-fi movies that all kind of fall into the same categories or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I can do a different pick if you all don't feel like that's in drama. So,
No,
No,
I
I
think
think it's fine.
Okay.
drama makes the most sense for it. So
Yeah.
I agree. I mean, I think it's one of the greatest movies of all time. If it's on, like I'm flipping the channels and it's on TNT or something, like I'm like, I'm gonna watch this.
Yeah.
film.
Yeah. Unlike you did with me, Ricky, during our fantasy football trade, I'm not going to veto your pick.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, because we're not playing each other this week. That's right.
That's right. Yeah. All right. Has everybody seen the movie? I mean, that's kind of a classic. I'm sure everybody has.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Many times.
Yeah. All right. Good pick. All right, Hunter, you're up next. You got Dumb and Dumber and Christmas or National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Awesome. I'm going to go. Oh man, there's a lot of. I'm telling you, I'm going to go. I'm kind of going to play to the voters on this, but this is, as a kid, this was a staple movie. It was on VHS. Okay, we're going to go family sports category. So I won't be picking a sports movie. I'm going to use that for my family category, but I'm going to go Homeward Bound on this.
Yeah.
That movie was so good. That's what gave me my love for retrievers now.
Yeah.
I mean, I absolutely loved Homeward Bound as a kid. I feel like I probably could have saved that pick and picked it later, but I wanted to go ahead and get that out of the way. I feel like a lot of people will have seen that, love that movie. And I could, like I said, I could have gone a few different ways on that pick, but I wanted to go there next. So Homeward Bound.
So
Is it really better than Air Bud though?
Yeah, Air Bud was on my list too, man. That's true. That's very true.
I didn't even think of Homeward Bound. That's a great pick.
Yeah,
I thought for sure you would go with, if you're going with the sentimental dog golden retriever, go with Marley and Me.
Marley, dude, I cry every time I hear that movie. That movie kills me.
Yeah.
Kills me. But no, I was right there. Marley and Me was right there. But it's almost like I remember I watched Homeward Bound. Like I said, my granny had it on VHS, and I just remember multiple times going up to Granny and Papa's, watching Homeward Bound. It almost like took me back as a kid and stuff like that. So that's kind of, it was a little sentimental too with the Homeward Bound pick.
Yeah. All right, cool. All right, so I've got two picks here. I picked family and drama so far. So I'm gonna go comedy here first. And there's a couple of options I have here that I'm really trying to decide between, but I think I'm going to go with this movie from 1995. I think it is personally his best movie. He put out a couple movies around this time, but I think this was his best, one he's definitely most well known for. He was on SNL. Got to go with Chris Farley and Tommy Boy.
Oh, so good.
Tommy Boy, David Spade. Chris Farley and David Spade, rather. I mean, such a good movie. That's another movie. If it is on, if I'm playing the channels, I'm watching it. It's that good. And just the hijinks on the road, the fat guy in a little coat. I mean, it is just so good. So Tommy Boy is going to be my comedy pick.
And Kevin James wouldn't be who he is today if Chris Farley had never passed away.
Right. Yeah.
Without a doubt.
Yeah, for sure. And like I said, there was a couple other movies around that same time that are really good that we'll talk about in honorable mentions if they're not picked, but I think they'll probably get picked. All right, so I'm going to go with my action movie. I thought about going with a different Batman movie, even though The Dark Knight has been picked, but because there are some other Batman movies that are not in that specific trilogy that I could go with, but I won't do that since we've already picked a Batman movie. So I'm going to go with 13 Hours, the story about Benghazi, as my action movie. Another movie that I saw in the theater, like I said, I may go once a year, but I went and saw this one, and it is unreal. The action in that movie, and just, I mean, it's a sad story, but it's just a phenomenal movie. So I got to go with 13 Hours as my action pick. Has everybody seen that one?
I have not seen that.
That is John Krasinski in it, right?
Yeah. So he plays like the main character, which is, from him going from The Office to this, a very kind of heroic role. I mean, he does a phenomenal job. So
Jack Ryan on Amazon is really good, and
I've not seen that. Is it good?
Yeah. Check out Jack Ryan. It's excellent.
I've heard it's really good.
All right, Hunter, we're back to you for your fourth pick here.
All right. I am going to go with my action pick here. And I think this guy kills it in this movie. I'm wanting to say it came out around 2000, maybe even 99. But if you have not seen Gladiator with Russell Crowe, absolutely phenomenal movie. I mean, it's just from start to finish. And it's even got Joaquin Phoenix in it. I think he plays Julius Caesar. And I mean, it is just so good. So much action. The effects, the Roman Coliseum. I like history anyway. So being able to see all that stuff go on, I mean, it's just a phenomenal movie. So Gladiator as my action movie pick.
Good pick.
Yeah, I figured that one would be picked pretty high. So I think you're getting a steal getting it here in the 4th round. So
Definitely.
definitely a good movie. Another one that's very quotable as well. So good one there. Before we move over to Ricky's pick, so Brad mentioned what other Batman movies are there? Nolan's trilogy is definitely the best. So
anything with Michael Keaton in it.
Yeah, the original is personally my favorite. The
Jack
1989
Nicholson.
one is really good. But the Joker, me and Ricky went and saw that in theater. And that one was really good, even though it's not a Batman, but it's, of course, the same thing.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Really
That was
good.
very good.
Is that the one with Joaquin Phoenix?
Yeah.
Yeah, I never did see it. I want to see it.
Yeah, it's very
Have you all seen the trailer of the new one that's coming out with Robert Pattinson?
I don't think I've seen the trailer yet. No.
He's going to be the new Batman. It's a really, really dark Batman take on it, but I don't know what to think of it. But it's that's the next one coming out. So yeah.
All right.
Twilight, new Twilight.
He was in Twilight. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
I
Ricky's
hope
pick,
somebody
actually.
picks Twilight.
I'm not gonna lie, I like those movies. So
God.
Anyway.
Of course you do. All right, Ricky is up next for his pick of Twilight.
okay, I'm gonna go ahead and go comedy here. I honestly didn't think I'd be able to pick this here in the 4th round, but I'm gonna go for it while I can. But honestly, I have 4 or 5 picks here that are like 1A, 1B, 1C, like they could all be pick number 1. Going with Will Ferrell here. This is what I thought Tate was originally going to pick. To this day, I can watch it and I absolutely horse laugh. Like, it's probably my most quotable movie of any. I die laughing hysterically. I have to go with Step Brothers.
Oh, awesome pick. Awesome pick.
That was where I was gonna go, and then my heart just took me to Anchorman. But that's
I thought you were going there. So
that's a great pick.
That scene in Step Brothers when they make the bunk beds and then they run out and they're like, "Oh my God, there's blood everywhere! He's doing it!"
Yeah, it was on my list as a comedy. I mean, it's one of the best for sure. Very good pick. Ricky, I'm looking at your draft here. You might have the best one so far. So
we'll see.
After getting no votes last week, see.
OP salad may come through.
It's only up from here. So
All right, Chase, you're up next. So you've got you've got drama, suspense, and Christmas left. Oh, and family as well. Family side.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out family. This one teaches I don't know, the kids love it. I love it. I mean, it teaches a couple great life lessons. You can do whatever you set your mind to, and never really judge a book by its cover. And that's probably going to be Zootopia. I don't know if any of you all have ever seen that, but it's actually a really good animated, family movie.
What's the name of it?
Zootopia.
Oh yeah. I love
It's
it.
really good.
Really good movie.
Brantley loves it.
yeah, Charlotte loves that movie.
Yeah, I've not seen that one, but I'll have to go check that one out for sure.
I love the kid movies like that. I absolutely love them.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, having a 3-year-old, I watch a lot of them now.
Yeah. That needs to happen.
All right, good pick, Chase. All right, Tate, you were up next. You got 2 picks here.
All right. I'm gonna do my horror / sci-fi next. I've got a couple of good ones on here, but I'm gonna go with one of the classic kind of horror movies. I'm not a huge horror movie guy to begin with. Now I like them and I'll watch some of them, but they're not my favorite. But one of the movies is that I love to watch, and I think it's a great movie, great performance by this actor. And just one of the classic horror movies. When you think of horror movies, this has to come up, and that's going to be The Shining.
Oh,
Had it on my list, man. Good
number
pick.
1 on my list. Oh, man, good pick.
Thank you.
Is that that's the
Jack Nicholson
yeah.
or Jack Nicholas, whatever.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Bill Mickelson.
Yeah. I feel like I've seen that one like early on in my life. It's been a long time. I'm trying to think. I mean, I remember parts of it, but yeah, I mean, it's definitely one of the, when people think horror movies, it's one of the top ones. So
Yeah, I love that movie. And like I said, I'm not a huge horror movie fan, but that one I love it.
Yeah.
All right, and then for my next pick, I'll probably let's see. I'll go suspense and drama. And this is one that some people may not remember. I mean, they should because I think it was really popular at the time when it came out. But Leonardo DiCaprio, I think, played a great performance. It was one of those movies where I was on the edge of my seat, and like the ending just completely just threw me off. Like I would have never guessed, how this movie ended. And that's going to be Shutter Island.
Dude,
Oh,
love that movie.
awesome movie.
I mean, it was just so suspenseful, and just the way it ended was just so bizarre. And I was just sitting there like, what happened? Didn't expect it at all.
One of the absolute craziest movies I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Hunter, I remember me and you went to see that. I
Oh,
think we
yeah.
were with the family too, and I was on the edge of my seat the whole time.
It was phenomenal. Yeah, my parents went with it. Yeah, they wanted to see it, so they were there. Yeah, oh yeah.
Chase, have you seen it?
Oh yeah, it's a great movie. I love Leo. It's probably my favorite, absolute favorite actor.
Yeah. There was a couple movies right around that same time that came out, and they were really good. I won't spoil it because we may talk about some of them later, but definitely a good option there. All right, Chase, you're up next. So you got drama and Christmas movies left.
All right, I'm gonna go ahead and knock out drama. You have so many serial killer movies out there, just alike, just a different face, a different body, the one that really kind of set the bar high and did it in a different way was Seven. I don't know if any of you all have ever seen that.
What was it again?
Highly quotable on the Seven.
Oh, Seven.
Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
It's a great movie.
I did not even think of that, and that is one of my all-time favorite movies. And it
What's
did
in the
not even
box?
cross my mind.
What's in the box? Yeah.
I love that movie. That's
The
an excellent
ending
pick.
is also insane. Yeah, that's another one.
I actually didn't even see that until a couple years was my first time. It was awesome. Yeah.
That's a great pick. I
That was a great movie.
had that on my list as one of mine.
Yeah.
I'm so angry I did not pick that or
Yeah.
even write it down.
Yeah, I'm always like, for me, movies, the best ones are ones that when you finish watching, when they roll the credits, you're like, well, what did I just watch? And that's
Yes.
Yeah.
What just happened?
okay. Good pick. All right, Ricky, you've got your next pick here. You've got Christmas and horror sci-fi left as well.
I'm going to go ahead and go the horse. Well, I guess just sci-fi route here, which I was going to go with Tate's pick there, The Shining next for the horror, but I'm going to go a different route here now. So sci-fi category, I'm going to go these movies. I never saw one of these movies, not one at all, until about 3 years ago. I was way behind the times, but I'm going to go with the overall Star Wars series of movies here.
You're welcome.
Yeah, it was on my
Ricky,
list.
you
Personally,
just
think
won the
the
draft.
newer ones are the best, but what's that, Alex?
You just won the draft. I mean,
Yeah.
getting that in the 5th round is insane. I do not like Star Wars, but I know it is hugely popular. And
Love the Star Wars movies.
so
Yeah,
that,
these newer ones are my favorites. They're awesome. So,
Oh no, Disney ruined Star Wars.
you think so?
Yeah. Oh man, the originals were the best.
The originals are the best, but I did like the newer ones too.
I
But
mean,
yeah,
I liked them. Don't get me wrong. I liked them. I
Oh,
saw
yeah.
them all, and I really enjoyed them. But they didn't compare to those.
Yeah.
Like The Empire Strikes Back, like the best Star Wars movie. That one was my
Yeah.
Have
favorite.
you all seen The Mandalorian yet?
No, but I've heard it's great.
I have not.
Okay.
I haven't
Yeah.
seen it either. Yeah.
It's really good. Yeah.
All right. Yeah. Great pick. I'm telling you, Ricky, you've got the draft right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think Ricky's got the draft so far, personally.
All right, Hunter, you are up next. You got drama, suspense, and horror sci-fi left.
All right. I'm gonna go. I've got a peach milkshake pick. I think I'm gonna pick in my drama movie. I won't lie. Or my pea salad. But I'm gonna go horror sci-fi. It came out about 3 years ago, and it was another one of those that totally just like, whoa, what just happened? And
I think I know where you're going.
didn't see it coming. Totally, Jordan Peele killed this movie.
Oh yeah.
Dude, Get Out is an unbelievable movie. Get Out.
It was on my
If you
list.
haven't seen Get Out, it'll totally, you'll never see it coming. What the heck just happened? It's
Yeah.
unbelievable. I would highly recommend it.
Awesome movie.
Yeah, I don't think that's a peach milkshake pick. I think that
No,
is.
no. I've got it coming.
Oh, I'm gonna say because that's a very, very, very good movie. Yeah,
Yeah, Get Out. Get Out is phenomenal.
yeah. All right, awesome pick. Awesome pick. Has everybody seen that one?
I feel like I have, but I cannot remember it right now.
Oh, you would remember if you've seen it.
Okay,
Yeah,
then I probably
you
haven't
gotta
seen
check it out.
But it
Love
sounds really
The
familiar.
scene where they're in the living room and she's stirring the tea, and he just like comes out of his seat. Oh man, that made me go crazy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. You got to look it up, Tate.
Tate,
Oh,
definitely
yeah.
gotta watch that one. Chase, have you seen it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Yeah, it's phenomenal.
Phenomenal.
All right, so I've got my next pick here. So I've got two picks to finish up my draft. So I've got horror, sci-fi, and Christmas left. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my Christmas movie. I'm just going to be honest. Like, I'm not a big Christmas movie fan. Like I said, National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. I know this one will probably get picked here. Probably shouldn't say, but A Christmas Story is another one that I'm sure will get picked. I mean, I'll watch them if they're on, but I know that those are the best. I'm going to go a completely different route here. It's not really a Christmas movie, but I'm going to go with Home Alone as my Christmas movie pick.
That is absolutely a Christmas.
Dude, how is Home Alone
What
not
are you
a
talking about?
I mean, it is a Christmas movie, but it's not like, okay, it is. You're right.
That was number 2 on my list. Yeah.
I mean, the whole point of the story, though, is not about Christmas. It's about, him being home alone at Christmas. So, yeah, you're right. You're right.
I was gonna say, have you seen the movie?
Yeah.
Good
Yeah,
pick.
such a good movie. 1990s when it came out. So, back when I was a kid, and I probably watched it 100 times when I was a kid and wanted to do every single thing that he did in that movie.
Yeah.
So,
And Macaulay Culkin is actually going to be in the new series of the new season of American Horror Story that's coming out soon.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
nice.
Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, so he's going to try to make his return
was
to
really
acting.
good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so I got my last pick. I got to go horror/sci-fi. I'm kind of like Tate. I'm not a horror fan. I've probably seen maybe 3 horror movies in my life, probably more than that. But I'm just not a big horror fan. There was one series that I watched and I only liked it because I got talked into watching it because I thought it would be stupid, and I watched it and the ending was one of those that just blew my mind. I'm not going to pick that pick. I'll mention it as an honorable mention in a minute. But I'm going to go for my horror/sci-fi. I'm going to go sci-fi. Also, not a big sci-fi fan, but I got to go with I Am Legend as
Good
my
movie.
Very good
with
movie.
Will Smith.
Great movie.
Just a crazy movie. There's some sad parts in the movie. What is it with the dogs? The dogs always get you, So if you've seen it, you know what I'm talking about. But the ending is great. I mean, just overall, I think a great movie. Will Smith is phenomenal in it. So got to go with I Am Legend as my sci-fi pick.
Good pick.
Good
I had
pick.
that on my list for a couple of different categories, so that's a good pick.
Anything
All right.
with Will Smith.
So that is my draft. I have mine complete now. So back to Hunter. You got drama suspense left.
All right.
Last pick.
For my peach milkshake and pea salad pick, I'm going to pick I don't know if y'all have seen it or not. It came out in 2007, okay? Any movie, in my opinion, any movie with Anthony Hopkins in it is phenomenal. He's a phenomenal actor. Him and Ryan Gosling star in a movie called Fracture.
Awesome movie.
If you have not seen Fracture, I would highly recommend seeing Fracture. The suspense, I mean, stuff happens. You don't know. It's one of those movies that at the end of it, it blows your mind. So, and like I said, Anthony Hopkins is known for that stuff anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So 2007, Ryan Gosling, Anthony Hopkins, Fracture is my final drama pick.
And
I've not seen it, but I'm going to have to go watch it now.
Yeah,
that's
It's
no
phenomenal.
peach milkshake movie. Anthony Hopkins does not make peach milkshake movies. So that was
Yeah, well, I hope you're right. I just don't know if anybody else has seen it, but I hope you're right.
All right, good.
Chase, have you or Tate seen it?
I haven't seen it.
Yeah, so I've
No,
got on
I
DVD.
haven't seen it.
It's really good.
Phenomenal.
Yeah, I'll have to go check that one out. All right, Ricky, and actually our next 3 picks are all Christmas. We picked everything else. So last 3 picks, Ricky, your Christmas movie.
Okay. Well, my number 1 pick was Christmas Vacation, but that is already picked. It's my all-time favorite, but this is my clear number 2 favorite. I'm gonna go ahead and just shut the draft down now. I'm going with Elf.
Okay.
Ah,
Good pick.
good pick.
Yep.
Yeah, that was number 2. It was between Home Alone and Elf for me. Elf is great.
Again, another very quotable movie. Just you can watch it anytime and it just die laughing. So
Yeah. Ricky's got the draft, I feel.
Oh, yeah, he's got the
I think with Star Wars and Elf and Remember the Titans, that's gonna
Yeah. Yeah, I
And
agree.
Dark Knight.
everybody knows those. Everybody's
And Dark Knight, yeah.
It's about time you win one of these, Ricky.
finally, yeah.
After all the years of playing fantasy football with you, that you never made the playoffs. You actually.
But I have never finished last place either.
That's-
Unlike some people.
Yeah,
Some
that's true.
people here.
All right, Chase, you're up next. You got your Christmas movie here. What's going to be your Christmas pick?
Mine, it can be considered an Halloween movie or a Christmas movie. But I'm gonna go ahead and pick Nightmare Before Christmas.
Good pick. I love
Tim
that.
Burton, he's really good. Everything he did, that was one of his earlier movies that he did. That type of animation. I don't know. It's a great movie all in all.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, very, very
I love
popular
Nightmare.
pick. A lot of people love that, and it is a good movie. I do like
we
it.
were watching that earlier tonight, actually. So
Good pick.
So since it can't be picked, Brad Miller said, "I can't believe no one picked Lord of the Rings," and it is not going to be picked because it's not a Christmas movie. So
That was my action that I went with Jurassic Park over, just because I didn't think Lord of the Rings would get the votes.
Yeah. I love Lord of the
Lord of the
Rings.
Rings was my number 1 on my action, Brad. So just
Yeah.
so you know, that was my number 1. It's my all-time favorite movie trilogy of all.
I can never get into them.
I've never seen it. Never seen it.
I mean, they're my all-time favorite. So
Yeah,
Brad,
they're phenomenal.
All right, Tate. Last pick of the draft here. Christmas movie. What's it going to be?
All right, Christmas movie, and my son would be highly, highly, highly disappointed in me if I did not pick his favorite movie, but also one of my favorite Christmas movies, and that is going to be the Jim Carrey How the Grinch Stole Christmas.
Oh yes.
So again, quotable
good.
Christmas movie. It's funny, like it's got so many parts in it that just have you laughing. So it could also go under a comedy, if you wanted it to go that way and be different, but. Yeah, that's one of those that we watch every single year, probably 2 times a year. And actually, Brantley loves The Grinch so much, we literally watch The Grinch year round. So I'm kind of tired of it right now, but I still love the movie.
That's how Charlotte is. That's her favorite.
Yeah, that's another one that's top of my list too. For
Yeah.
movies. There's only about 2 or 3 that I'll watch, but that's definitely one for sure. So, all right, good draft here. So let me just quickly go over our picks. I'll keep them in order of the type of movie. So family sports, Tate has Space Jam, Chase has Utopia, Ricky has Remember the Titans, Hunter Homeward Bound, and I have the Toy Story franchise. Comedies, Tate's got Anchorman, Chase Fargo, Ricky Step Brothers, Hunter Dumb and Dumber, and then I have Tommy Boy. Action/thriller, Tate with Jurassic Park, Chase with John Wick, Ricky with The Dark Knight, Hunter Gladiator, and I picked 13 Hours, The Story of Benghazi. Drama suspense, Tate with the very underrated Shutter Island, Chase with Seven, Ricky with Forrest Gump, Hunter with Fracture, and then I picked A Star is Born. And then horror sci-fi, Tate with The Shining, Chase Interstellar, Ricky Star Wars, which, I mean, that would probably win it for you right there. Hunter with Get Out, and then I picked I Am Legend. And then Christmas, we have Tate with The Grinch, Chase with The Nightmare Before Christmas, Ricky with Elf, Hunter with Christmas Vacation, and then I picked Home Alone. So very interesting draft. A lot of different ways of kind of looking at movies. you can definitely tell we have all different, trying to think of the word, I can't even think right now.
Variances.
Yeah, variances to kind of the way that we view movies. Like I said, I'm not a big movie guy, so I really had to go with a lot of movies that I've personally seen. There's definitely a lot of movies that I'm sure we left off that are, I mean, you can't, I mean, as many movies that come out every year, of course, we're not going to hit a lot of them. So there's going to be a lot of people who say we left off some really top movies. So let's go through a couple honorable mentions. Let's start with family or sports movies. For me, if I didn't get Toy Story, I was going to go with The Lion King as my family movie. Another one of those that I've watched with CJ a couple times. Up is another good one. And then from a sports side, The Sandlot, which is where I was going to go with when you said Remember the Titans. I said there's a couple other movies that are sports that I think are up there. The Sandlot would be one. And then another personal favorite for me, which is I think my wife's favorite movie, The Blind Side with Michael Oher. So,
One I cannot believe nobody picked on the sports side is Rocky.
Oh yeah,
Rocky is my personal favorite, but I cannot believe Rocky or even Hoosiers. Like Hoosiers is an all-time classic too.
Yeah. I thought you may pick Hoosiers, Ricky, at first for a little bit.
Yeah, so many good ones. So many good ones.
On the family side, I had Toy Story and Homeward Bound were on my list. Marley and Me. I've got on the sports side, Coach Carter. Nobody said Coach Carter.
That was a good one.
Glory Road was another really good one.
Yep.
42 was an awesome movie.
Oh yeah.
Jackie Robinson.
Yep.
And Field of Dreams, man. I love Field of Dreams.
Field of Dreams is one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yes, it is
One
an
more-
all-time classic.
One more possibly underrated movie. I don't know if y'all have seen this. The sports side is Southpaw. Have y'all seen that?
Oh yeah.
Jake Gyllenhaal. It was
I think
a really
you
good
went and saw that possibly.
Maybe so.
Moneyball is really good.
Yeah. I was gonna say Moneyball. That was actually on my list, and Trouble with the Curve.
Trouble with the Curve, man.
Yeah, I think underrated sports movie. For
Agreed.
family though, this is one that really shocked me. Actually, both of these kind of shocked me because they're so popular. But The Wizard of Oz,
Yeah.
and then Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory.
Those are good. I didn't even think about those. Yeah.
Another one. This is a sports movie, but it's an older movie, come out in '92. But I love this movie when I was a kid. But White Men Can't Jump.
Good movie.
Yeah, that's
yeah.
a great movie.
I love that one. So, all right, good. Any other family or sports movies honorable mention? All right. So, what about comedy? For me, this is a sports movie as well, or it could have fallen under sports, but I think it's more of a comedy. But I kind of mentioned it earlier. It's around the same time you had a lot of the SNL characters putting out movies, and Happy Gilmore is one of my favorites from the comedy side. So it was really between Tommy Boy and Happy Gilmore. Ace Ventura, another underrated movie at that time. More recent, Bridesmaids is hilarious, and Dinner for Schmucks.
That's
Very good.
Maybe
Uh,
even about comedies.
Couple that I had here: Talladega Nights,
Yeah.
Right.
Caddyshack, even The Hangover.
Can't believe nobody picked The Hangover.
Yeah, Hangover was on my list. Yeah, it was. I was going
That's
to
where
mention.
I was going. If I couldn't get Dumb and Dumber, I was going Hangover.
Even the Medea movies are hilarious.
Oh yeah,
Oh, yeah.
those are great.
Yeah.
Any other comedies?
I had, again, this is one that I think is a very underrated comedy. Ben Stiller was awesome. Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Dodgeball.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
And,
love Dodgeball.
Just Friends with Ryan Reynolds. I had that
Yes.
under my Christmas
yeah.
section as well, but I love that movie. Very quotable movie. So those are two that I had under comedy.
There's also the we were talking about this in our group text for our fantasy football league a few weeks ago, but the Scary Movie. Those are always funny. So
Yeah, great.
all right, action or any other comedies we missed? All right, so let's go action thrillers. So I kind of mentioned earlier, but we got the whole Ricky went The Dark Knight, which I definitely think is probably the best of the Batmans, but the 1989 original Batman's good. The Joker was really good. probably one of my favorite movies, and I didn't pick it here, but is The Town with Ben Affleck in it.
Yeah, good movie.
Where they do a bank
Oh,
robbery.
yeah.
That one's
Good
really
Oh
good.
yeah.
The Departed was another one.
Yeah.
It was good. American Sniper, story of
Good movie.
Chris Kyle. It was really good. What about any other action thrillers?
Yeah. Go ahead.
Go ahead, Hunter. You're good.
No, I've got I loved and this was if I didn't get Gladiator, I was going Training Day with Denzel Washington.
Oh yeah.
That's
Yeah,
a
good movie.
that's
Good
a
movie.
classic. It's got a lot in it, man, but it is action packed. It is phenomenal. And I was kind of surprised nobody picked Avengers.
Oh yeah,
The Avengers Endgame, and I had Saving Private Ryan on my list too. Really good one.
yeah.
Good movie.
Black Panther, another.
Yeah,
Avengers.
Awesome.
All
Yeah.
those. I have only seen one of the Avengers movies. I'm not a big movie guy. Usually the movies that are really popular, I don't go see.
Makes
But yeah,
sense.
the Avengers are, it makes sense. Yeah. But the Avengers, I'm very surprised that did not get picked. I figured that
Yeah.
was the top one. So
I think you could have also went the movie 300.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
You got the Bourne movies, any of the James Bond movies too. I mean, those are all good classics, I think. So,
Ocean's 13 and
yeah,
Good
yeah.
movie. One that shocked me, I can't believe this didn't get picked, and it could go under a couple of different categories, but any of the Harry Potter movies.
Yeah, that's true.
yeah.
I
They're
mean,
popular.
yeah, I mean, and you know, I've seen them all. I've never read any of the books, but I love the movies. So,
Yeah,
and then
I've
of course, Lord of the Rings was my number one absolute overall pick for any movie ever, but I just wasn't going to say it on live. And I'm just kidding. But yeah,
Yeah,
Well,
figured, like,
Ricky
I mean-
let us know how much he loves Twilight. So
that's true.
Hey,
That is a good
and
point.
another good set of movies is The Hunger Games.
Yeah,
yeah.
Amazing movies.
yeah, they're good.
Yeah.
Oh, Pete
Maze
Salad.
Runner. Anybody
Plus.
ever seen Maze Runner?
Hey, we'll see who wins this week.
Yeah.
Chase, did you have one that you were going to say?
Oh no, I just said Maze Runner. If anyone has ever seen
Oh,
it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Maze Runner's
Runner.
really good. I forgot about Maze Runner.
Zodiac was really good. If you guys seen
Yeah.
that, I just saw that one recently. Went back and watched it. All right, cool. So that is action thriller. So drama movies, drama / suspense. Man, there were so many good movies that didn't get picked here. For me, like some of my favorite movies are like the Gone Baby Gone, if you've seen that one, or Mystic River, Gone Girl. They're kind of all very similar, but those are really good.
Gone Girl's awesome.
Phillips with
Yeah.
Tom Hanks was good.
Yeah.
Sully was really good with Tom Hanks. And then one of the movies I watched a few years ago, I may watch it on Netflix or something like that, but Spotlight. It was about basically uncovering a lot of the craziness going on in the Catholic Church. And it's one of the movies that, really, it's pretty crazy. I'll say that.
That's it.
Yeah,
Um,
you'll definitely be taken aback watching that movie. So
One pick. I don't. You all may have literally just mentioned this, and I didn't pay attention. But did anybody say Shawshank Redemption?
no,
Oh,
yeah, it's a good one. Yeah.
really
One of
good.
my all-time favorites. So, a very good movie.
Good one.
Good movie.
I'll tell you a really good movie I saw in the theater, and I feel like it's one of those movies that you kind of almost had to see in the theater to make it that made it so good. But it was a movie called Gravity. It had Sandra Bullock and what's his name? I can't think of his name right now.
George Clooney.
Tell Crystal we said hey.
Yeah, it was George Clooney, wasn't it?
Yeah, George Clooney. Yeah. Couldn't think for a second. But yeah, that one was really good. And another movie I watched recently, just came out last year, is the movie Richard Jewell about the Atlanta Olympic bombing.
That was an awesome movie. Yeah.
One that kind of went along with Chase's pick of the movie Seven. And again, this one, I didn't even write it down because I forgot about it. And I happened to think of it like during the draft after I'd already made this pick. But The Usual Suspects with Kevin Spacey.
Yeah.
Just one of those
Never seen
movies that you just do not see the ending coming. If you haven't seen it, it's fantastic. It's similar to Seven in a sense where it's along that same, the movies probably came out pretty close together. I would say maybe a couple years apart or something, but very crazy ending and a really good movie.
You just broke a rule, Tate. You can't you should have learned from Ricky when he said Bill Cosby. You can't say someone like Kevin Spacey on this.
That is true. That is true. Thankfully, I didn't pick it, so
That's
it's
true.
not going to go against me. So.
Yeah.
That's a good point.
True.
Another movie, Fight Club, wasn't picked. So under the
Yeah, good movie.
drama one. So, all right. What about horror / sci-fi? I said one earlier that the ending was crazy. The movie Saw, the first one was really good, and they tried to like do these crazy things at the end of all of them, but the first one was good just for the ending alone. I don't really like those type of movies where it's just, it's just a little gory and stuff, but the ending was phenomenal. About went with this over I Am Legend, but Independence Day from 1990 was great. Will Smith. Back to the Future. I don't know if you consider that sci-fi or not, but yeah, kind of, I guess. So those were some of the others that I felt kind of fell into that category. Like I said, I'm not a big horror fan, but I mean, when you think of horror, you got to think of like Friday the 13th and Nightmare on Elm Street. None of those were picked. Halloween. But any other movies?
A couple I noticed here as far as sci-fi goes, E.T.
Oh yeah.
Going the horror route. I love the Silence of the Lambs movies.
Love Silence of the Lambs movies.
Last House on the Left. It.
Yeah.
All of the Friday the 13th. All of those movies.
Yeah.
I like the Insidious movies. I don't know if anybody's ever seen those,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I love the Insidious movies.
Or even the Purge movies were good.
Yeah.
They were not.
Purge.
They were
Yeah.
terrible.
Chase, I definitely thought you were going either Saw or It. Like I thought you were going to go with one of those two, because I know how much you love them.
Both of those are really, really good.
Yeah.
All right. What about
World War Z was a good one for sci-fi and horror.
Yeah.
World War Z, and then also the original, the 1987 Predator.
yeah?
Solid movie. I love the Alien vs. Predator.
Arnold,
Super good.
yeah.
But yeah.
All right. What about Christmas movies? Anything we didn't mention there? There's not as many, of course, Christmas movies, but
A Christmas Story.
yeah, we kind of mentioned it earlier, but yeah, not picked, which is super surprising.
What'd you say, Chase?
Oh, Bad Santa. Yeah, Bad Santa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That's funny.
Die
Yeah.
Hard is considered a Christmas movie, I guess.
It's a Wonderful Life is good.
Hey, Alex.
Yeah.
The fact that you mentioned Die Hard as a Christmas movie, but you weren't sure about Home Alone, just blows my mind.
No, I thought Home Alone was a Christmas movie for sure, but I'm just saying that the storyline is not all about Christmas. But
Yeah,
but
you're
I
right.
get what you're saying.
Anybody say the Santa Claus?
Yeah, I was just trying to mention that one. That one was good with Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tim Allen.
Yeah.
Jingle All the Way. We actually watched that last night.
Which one?
Jingle All the Way.
Oh yeah.
With,
Oh yes, man, when that movie first came out, I was all about that.
Oh yeah, we watched it last night. It's me and Brantley. It was really good.
All right. Cool.
Oh, even okay. One more classic. I'll Be Home for Christmas. Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say, was that one of those Hallmark movies? But
Yeah, Hallmark movies there, yeah. Miracle on 34th Street, and that's
Yeah.
a popular one too.
Yeah, I do love It's a Wonderful Life. I was kind of surprised when I picked that one.
Yeah.
All right, cool. Good draft here. I think Ricky's got this one this week.
Hey, did you all ever see She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain? Is that it with the Olsen twins as kids? And like, I think it's got a Christmas. It's bro, yeah. Don't hate it. They were like 7 at the time. They were still doing Full
Oh
House.
yeah, I remember that.
Oh, my
But they went to or it was one. Maybe it was to Grandma's House We Go or something like that. But
Yeah.
it had it was a Christmas movie, but it had the Olsen twins.
You're gonna have to turn in your man card after
I
talking.
have literally no idea what you're talking about right now.
Dude, it was
I know
I mean-
exactly what you're talking about, Hunter. It was
man. Before they went
Yeah.
on drugs, they were cute 7-year-olds.
Yeah.
That is the creepiest thing you've ever said. So,
Oh,
which I guess you are their age, so you're 7 at the same time. So,
Exactly. They were my age. Yeah.
yeah, still very creepy. All right. I would normally say it's Ricky who's saying creepy things, but Hunter definitely takes the top one with this.
Oh man.
All right, good draft here. Tate, thanks for picking the topic, and Chase, thanks for joining us. Next week, I think I'm back up for picking the topic. So I'll go ahead and tell you what it is. We're going to go with best restaurants in the Tri-Cities.
Nice.
So we'll split up by different categories, the type of food. So best restaurants in the Tri-Cities. So if you think about that one, we'll do that one. So next week.
About 3 out of our 5 picks have all been food related. So you know what we like to do.
The great things about food is everyone knows about them. So
Exactly.
so it helps from that perspective. All right, guys. Appreciate you guys joining, and we'll post the video and the results here shortly and see who wins. But I think Ricky's probably got it this week, so give you the early congrats. All right, guys. Have a good one. We'll catch you guys later.
See you guys.
All right, see you.